Hey guys, it's Jared with today's trade recap, and today was an exhausting day, kind of. I'm going to end the day about minus 20% of my max loss, but at one point I was at 100%, and I fought my way back and to near break even, and I'm just going to call it a day. It's been a very sloppy week for me, so I have some stuff I need to clean up. Namely, that if you want to be a profitable day trader consistently, what you need to do is you need to make sure that your wins are 2 to 3 times your losses, the amount per loss. And for me, it's been too close to 1 to 1 lately, and it's just long term the numbers just don't work out that way. I mean, it's been over 1, but it's probably been like 1.5. So my winners are only 1.5 times my losers, and when I'm trading sloppy, those numbers just don't work. So my first trade today was on PLTR. So I got that pulled out. And PLTR looks like a Christmas tree, because honestly this is the only ticker that treated me well, and if you look at this, it still didn't look like I did that well on it, honestly. So my first trade was right here. This is basically a setup for my favorite pattern, which is a bearish boot. So it shows downward momentum on good volume, so I like the volume, and then you hit a level and it should pull back from that level on much less volume, so that looks nice. And then you take the short position. So that's exactly what I did, and I take the short position close to previous day close, which is this dash line, and then I use that as the stop out. And so I took it short, and I got one really nice partial here. So I got like 20 cents or more on my first partial. So this trade was looking really nice. The volume was coming back into the downside, and I was just holding because on the daily there was a level that was I think around 31.20 or something, and this thing had so much momentum downward that I thought, alright, I'm gonna be patient with this thing and really get a lot of profit on the downside. Unfortunately, this bounced back on me. I had enough time to get more partials in, and I really should have. So better trade execution on this would have been take a couple more partials before you let this come all the way back on you. But I got out of break even there, so this is a small winner, but nothing to be very excited about. Then I like the volume on the other side. We pushed up, we came back, we threw a small like doji hammer, and then started pressing upward. We got above VWAP, so I took it long here, liking that these moving averages were above as targets, and it seemed strong enough to push towards it with an obvious stop out of losing VWAP. So it was just an obvious setup, so I took it, got some partials, got another partial here as we got towards this 2 days ago high of near $33, and then it came back, and I did an ad here, and this ad did not work out for me, so I had to stop out at break even right there, and it's okay because I would have stopped out anyway. But this was also this was an okay winner. So far I've got 2 winners on PLTR. Then I took it short here, and this is a stupid short. Well, I don't know, I'm not sure, but we kind of came back down, started pressing down, the volume started ticking up, and I kind of thought, all right, we're pressing back down to here and then low of the day, and that's not really what happened. We really just turned around, and I noticed my error, and once we got above VWAP, I went ahead and took it long. I stopped out right there. Then once we got above the 100 MA, because I wasn't sure if we were going to hit the 100 MA and then come back down. Once we got above the 100 MA and the 50 MA, I took it long here, and then you can see I partialed out as we got up near 33.18. Then we came back down. I did an ad. It was a bad ad, got stopped out right there. And this is an example of when you add, it's a free roll in that I'm not risking new money, but it can bring your break even up so high that then you miss a run. So this is a bad ad because it brought my break even so high that I would have been able to hold through this pullback, but because my break even was so high, I couldn't hold through, and then look at this move I missed. So ads are dangerous in a different way. You can leave profit on the table in the same way that by adding you can get more profit. And so I've started to be a little too cavalier with them, and I need to be more rule based with my ads. Here we go again. So took it long here. It looked like it still had nice momentum. You can just see the volume coming in. I was watching for a pullback on decent volume. Decent volumes tells me that, like, all right, a lot of people are cycling in and out of here. That's good, but it's still only about half of this previous candle. So I like the way the momentum's looking. I get back in, partial here, partial a bunch through 34, came back down again, bad. Well, I mean, it wasn't going to go anywhere anyway, but I added there, it didn't work out for me, and this was my best trade of the day by money. Now I know it doesn't look that sexy, but just because most of my partials were about 50 cents away from my entry, that's a really good trade for me. And that that definitely was where most of the clawback of my losses today came. I also traded SNAP, which I had to delete the ticker because I was trading. Historically I trade terrible on SNAP. I don't know why I keep trying, but I've never, over years now, I've never been able to trade SNAP successfully. It just moves too crazy for me, but it did go up. We kind of hit a wall here. We started coming back down. I liked the volume situation. We pushed through VWAP. I went ahead and took it short. What I don't really like is taking it short into this moving average, and it bit me. So I really didn't pay close enough attention to this moving average and the way that the stock had been respecting it when I went short. So this is just a bad idea and a bad trade. Came back up, started pressing back down. I got excited, went short again, bad trade. It's been respecting the 20 MA on the 1 minute the whole day. Why am I forcing the issue now? Now eventually it did work out, but not on the timeline of my trade, so it's a bad trade. So SNAP bit me. Really, SNAP's the reason my day was a losing day. I lost full max loss on these two SNAP trades. SNAP tore me up, and that's all I traded today was SNAP and PLTR. So that was my day, essentially, to put it shortly. These two trades on SNAP tore me up, brought me to max loss, and then I used PLTR to climb my way back through a bunch of choppy trades. A lot to be desired from today's trading. The main thing, your winners have to be 2 times your losers or more. You can't risk $50 to make $50 and consistently do this for a living. And I need to get back to making sure that that's the case for me, because this week and the week before that, even although I escaped last week, the numbers just aren't working right, and that's a trade execution and a lack of patience issue. So I got stuff to work on. You guys enjoy the weekend, and hopefully next week come back strong.